Hey y'all, Jaybird challenge number 9 tonight, and I am carrying on, even though my counterpart Megan couldn't get up a video yesterday. She tried, but unfortunately she used the YouTube uploader, which failed miserably. And I had the same experience myself. I've tried using YouTube uploader at least a half a dozen times over the years, and every time it just flops. So I myself use my regular Logitech webcam and use Real Player to upload it to YouTube. But so Megan missed out one, and that's okay. It leaves me to make up another thing to talk about. Though I'm sure she'll catch up somewhere down the line when she's feeling better. But I was thinking about something that one of my followers commented on the other night, and Cheryl, who I'm sure will be watching this, uh, she mentioned that she used to work on a shrimp boat. I thought, wow, that's a great subject to talk about because I actually have a number of seafaring people in my family. My mom's dad was a shrimp and boat captain. Everybody called him Captain Roland. And he was a shrimp boat captain for 40, almost 50 years before he retired and turned the business over to my mom's sister, my Aunt Kenny, and her husband ran the business along with her 3 sons. And they actually started in North Carolina, shrimping up there, and then went to Key West, where they ran their business for many years. And I myself worked on a crawfish boat when I lived down in Key West for a season or so, and it was a great job. I mean, I loved being on the ocean. It's really a great experience. Something special about being on the ocean. I mean, a lot of people they're not too comfortable being out on the ocean. I mean, especially when you get far away from the land and you can actually get on the boat and look in all directions and there's nothing but water. That's kind of a disturbing thing for some people. They get a little freaked out, but I was never afraid of being on the ocean. And the job was it was a really hard job, and it was kind of a feast or famine job because sometimes you could go out and in a day, just me being second mate on the boat, I could make $400 or $500 in one day's work, one long day, mind you. But then again, I could go out and for a week and pull crawfish traps and catch nothing and just come home tired and beat and make nothing at all. But yeah, it was a great job. Something very satisfying about working with your hands and working on the ocean. It's such an old job. I mean, people have been working on the ocean for thousands of years. And during the crawfish season, uh, I was up at like 4 in the morning and on the dock at 5 and gone by 5:30 every day, and then we'd be back late after the sun went down. So it was a really full days when we were working, and that was good money. But I think the best fun was when I worked on the boat off season, because we wouldn't just pull crawfish traps, we would also go out fishing. And we'd get up early, or sometimes we would get up like late in the evening and go out and we'd take a bunch of wire fish traps and we'd take them out and we'd drop them on sand shoals and stuff near reefs and things. And then we'd go out and we'd fish all night long with hand lines. And that was a hard job because you're pulling lines in by hand. You go out and you chum the water real good, and then you'd start throwing out your lines, and you'd go to pull them in. You catch a fish, you'd have to yank it in by hand, no reels or anything, and that wire. I mean, the fish line cuts into your fingers. So we used to take pieces of bicycle tire tubing, and cut it into little strips so we could slide them on our fingers. So when you're pulling the line in, you don't cut the hell out of your hand, but you did anyways because the line would slip all the time. But that was a lot of fun, and it'd be pitch black except for one light hanging over the back of the boat. And we'd fish for hours like that and catch whatever we could. And then we'd clean up the boat, and we'd have to wait for morning for the fish trap to pull the fish trap. So we'd go and we'd after we clean up the boat, we'd take a mattress out of the boat, keep down the bottom of the boat, and we'd lay it up on the bow of the boat, and we just lay under the stars and relax and look up at the night sky. It's really amazing when you're far away from city lights and stuff, how many stars you can see compared to being near, bright city lights. It was the first time in my life that I could actually spot satellites going over. I never knew that you could see them. But if you lay there and you're just very patient and look at the stars, eventually you'll see one that looks just like a star, and it's just slowly crawling across the sky. So that was kind of a good memory, just chilling on a boat. And then we'd get up in the morning when the sun come up, and we'd go and pull up our fish traps and get whatever, and then head back in and sleep all day. And a lot of times when we're coming back in, there'd be dolphins jumping in front of the boat, and I'd go and sit up on the bow while Jimmy, my brother-in-law, would steer, and I'd just sit there looking down at the dolphins while they were jumping, just a few feet from the bottom of my feet hanging over the front of the boat. That was a good memory too. And the only bad thing about working on a boat was sometimes you'd have to deal with the Coast Guard. Because the Coast Guards were always looking for somebody doing something suspicious, and every now and then they'd pull us over, and it's not like getting pulled over by the cops. These guys just jump on your boat, dig through all your shit, and you just have to take it. It's not like they need a warrant or anything on the ocean. They're pretty much in charge. But that's about the only bad thing about working on a boat, dealing with the man, the law. And I could probably talk for a lot longer about this, but I'm over 7 minutes, so I'm going to cut this off. And thanks for watching. Give me a thumbs up, thumbs down. Leave a video comment if you want. That would be cool. And I'll catch you all next time. Peace.